Good day, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. This is your monthly reading for December 2025. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and check out your affirmation for the week. This one popped out. I wake up today with strength in my heart and clarity in my mind. I wake up today with strength in my heart and clarity in my mind. That's a pretty good one. Kind of wordy, but good. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known, but lessons need to be learned. Save money. 4 of diamonds. Okay, so this is not a month to be spending money. And it's fun. I love when this comes up during the holiday season, right? Because it's like, wait, how am I supposed to save money? It's the holiday season. I gotta buy gifts. I gotta buy food. Well, okay, cool, right? You gotta do those things, well, you don't got to, but people do those things. That's how things go, especially during this month. But how much do you need to really buy? Do you usually overbuy? Think about that. Really think about it. Maybe take a step back and really look at how other people are. People that don't spend so much during the holidays, that don't spend as much as you. Is that how you should be? I know that society. I'm on this big kick about society affecting us. I know that society makes us think that we have to compete with everybody. We have to compete with everybody. Oh, my kids are going to get all the presents, and this, that, and the other, and just I'm going to have the biggest meal that anybody's seen. There's going to be leftovers for months to come. And do you really need to do that? I have a story about a cousin of mine, and he he and his girlfriend bought their 2 kids just a shit ton of stuff on one Christmas, and after like 3 or 4 presents, both kids just wanted to, enjoy what they already had, and the littlest one actually cried and threw a fit because they kept giving him more gifts. And this is what I'm talking about. Less is more, people. Less is more. Forget about your neighbors. Forget about what society says or makes you think that you need. You don't need it, all right? Save your money. Because when this comes up, it means that there is an unexpected bill or something coming up that you're going to need that money for. So no going out to eat very much, no overspending for Christmas. Okay, it's not about the gifts; it's about the thought that matters. I don't know how many times in my life, with my kids, I had to give them something. Well, not many times, but well, I never really spent that. I've always had this rule where I don't spend that much on anybody. I spent a little bit more on my kids, I did, but still, there was a limitation. I'm not gonna like stress myself out to get every single gift that my kids want. Well, back in the day, my kids are grown with kids, but yeah, save money, okay? Especially in this position, save money. And when it comes up in December, I just think that it's talking about don't overspend. Don't overspend. People overspend so bad during the holiday season. Take action. You need to take action on any kind of financial thing, whether it be business or a job or saving. You have to take the action because that is an action, especially if you're somebody who spends a lot. Saving money is an action. That is definitely an action being taken. Now, take it as it resonates. This could not have nothing to do with saving money, even though I think it really does. But it also can deal with job, business, all that stuff. If you're going after that, I say take action on love too, just because you never know. You gotta throw the stone to see if you can skip it. But yeah, definitely take action, especially when it comes to saving money. You're fed up with a burden, okay? Um, you might want to give into this burden and just be like, "Oh, that's my life. I can't. do anything about it. And yeah, there are burdens where we can't really remove them, but there are burdens that we could remove, or things about the burden that we can make easier on ourselves, and we don't want to do it. All right. A lot of times when I talk to people about a burden, I can find what they can do, and I tell them what they can do. And I'd say 80% of the time people say, "Oh, I couldn't do that," but they could. Just as much as you don't have to overbuy presents for people. All right, that's not something you have to do. Just like you don't have to take on a burden. All right, even though some burdens are put on us, but we can also make it easier on ourselves. And maybe certain things not look at it a burden, because some people look at things that are a burden that really aren't a burden at all. But yeah, take it as it resonates. But be honest with yourself. Is there a way to remove the burden? And is it something that's hard? And if it is, you got to do it. All right, that's how you remove burdens. You go through the hard stuff. We do the hard things to get somewhere in life, to get better in life. There's going to be broken communication. You need to seek wisdom. Don't look into yourself for the answers. Seek out the person that is wisest to whatever the broken communication is about. If it's about relationships, seek out the person that knows the most about relationships. If it's about math, yada yada yada. Just yeah, don't be looking at yourself to fix broken communications. Then at the end of the month, you're going to be misled. Somebody's going to mislead you, and they're gonna make you think that you're confused, like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I kind of feel like this is somebody. You got a lot going on here. You really do. You got broken communication, misled, confusion, a burden, and whatnot. And on top of this, you got to save money. And I feel like there's somebody working against you. I think that the broken communication, the burden, all of this, I think a lot of it, and this is all about finances. I think it's all about the saving money. I think somebody's working against you on saving money. Somebody's working against you on these things, and you need to uh, stop it. You need to take action and say, no, I'm saving money, and that's all there is to it. This person will be good with this, and this person will be good with that. You don't have to overspend for everybody, and you don't have to always go out to eat or anything like that. I can't stress it enough. Save your money this month. Something's going to come up that you're gonna need that damn money. All right, but you can also make it rain. You can be financially successful uh, this month. And I think it has something to do with the saving money. All right. This is about leaving your comfort zone. I think that you're comfortable in the fact of spending money. All right. But you need to get more comfortable in the fact of saving money. And I think that's unpleasant. It's an unpleasant thought for you. All right. But you have to leave that comfort zone. You have to get out of there. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to be financially successful or anything like that if you don't take action on saving money and get out of that comfort zone of not saving money. It's toxic. It's a toxic thing. Uh, uh, this is what I'm talking about when I say that I hate that money consumes people so much, and this is why. This is why it consumes people so much, because they think they need all this shit and they don't. You don't need everything, and the people around you don't need everything. Okay, um, yeah, I just save money. All right, especially like I said, when it comes up into December, all I can think is that this is for people that are spending way too much when it comes to the holidays, and you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm telling you, the real purpose of it all is gathering with family and having a good time. You know, and I don't care what anybody says. Money can make life easier, but it doesn't truly bring you happiness. Okay, that's all there is to it. And if you just save that money and leave that comfort zone of not saving money, you're going to be financially successful. Like literally, by saving money, you're going to be financially successful. There's going to be an increase in finances if you take that action. Now, take it as it resonates. This could be you taking action on a job, you taking action on a business that you want to build. This could be you leaving the comfort zone of not building a business or whatever. Take it as it resonates. But for some of you, I feel like you're spending too much for the holidays, and that's what you need to take action on is by not spending so much and learning how to save money, and that's how you're going to become financially successful leaving that comfort zone. All right, and so but somebody is going to try to tell you that you're wrong. You know, they're going to try to tell you that you're wrong for wanting to do this. But it's time for you to rise. All right, it's time for you to rise out of your grave. Here in the picture says that the graves, the coffins, that's their past. Your past of not saving money. Your past of not taking action for the things that you want, a new job or whatever. All right, that's your past. You're going to rise up. You're going to rise up and become more successful than you were, but you have to dismiss shit that people say. Or I feel like it's one person, but it could be multiple people that are just telling you, oh no, you're confused. If we do that, this is what's going to happen. You know, we have to do this, we have to do that, blah, 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 blah. That's all I'm hearing in my head. And you need to be like, no, no. Uh, Saving money is a better thing. Saving money is always a good thing, okay? If you can do it, if you have the money to save, like look around you. Are you spending too much money on just shit all the time? Imagine, like, I want you to add that up. The stuff that you didn't need to, like, look at the stuff that you waste in life. And I want you to add it up how much money you wasted and you could have saved. I think a lot of you are going to be super shocked at how much money you spend on crap that you don't necessarily need. All right. Yeah, it's time to come out of the cave. I think that you've been thinking about saving. I think that you've been thinking about this new job. I think you've been thinking about leaving that comfort zone and really going after things that you want to go after. But you're like stuck, right? The hermit is fighting the dark night of the soul, and to me, like I don't know, people talk like there's only one dark night of the soul that you ever deal with. I don't see that. I don't even understand how that can be. All right. We always deal with dark nights of the soul here and there. You know, sometimes some are worse than others. But I think that you've been dealing with this for a while and you've been wanting to save money and, you know, reach a higher level, come out of that grave and reach a higher level. And you need to come out of that cave and start actually taking action on it and being like, all right, I'm going to really save money or I'm really going to go for that job. I'm done doing this, that, or the other, which has gotten me nowhere, or listening to somebody say that saving money is a bad thing. There literally is people out there that think that saving money is a bad thing or an impossible thing. It's not. None of it is, okay? Also, it's good to make investments. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't make investments." If it's a sound investment and it's going to bring you even the smallest um, increase in your financial abundance, why not? Why not? So anyway, I hope this resonates, and I hope you take the action, and I hope it helps. And if it does, hit that like button. Please comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you back here next month. Till then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.